Hey, what's going on? Trev Bucherri here, Core Capacity Transformations. Hope you're having a great day today. And today I want to talk to you about mismanaging our time. So whatever we manage well, we have control over. Whatever we manage well, we actually have empowerment in our lives, and we have confidence in that particular area. You know, do we have, say, control over what's going to happen? No, not necessarily. But we can then control, if we have a base, if we have a foundation, we can control our response when things happen in that area. We have organization to be able to handle the situations of life that do come up, regardless of whatever we plan for, correct? But what about time management? Because that is something that if it's not managed well, if we don't manage our time well, and we don't manage anything in our area, in any area of our life well, then it's going to be managed for us. Someone else is going to manage that for us. And what I do know is that none of us want to be managed in terms of telling us what to do at exactly what time, right? Or never, we have, say, our own time. There's our time outside of work, there's our time outside of family, and then maybe we have a little bit of me time, right? How are we managing that time? Are we doing exactly what we want to be doing during that time? If we're saying, hey, you know what? I don't have any me time. I don't have any me time. Okay, well, are we managing our time in terms of entertainment? Are we watching a lot of TV? Are we going on YouTube benders? Are we, what are we doing? What are we doing that we can actually gain some time back? And that's what I mean by managing our time, because if we're not managing our time well, it will be managed for us. It will be robbed from us and actually put somewhere else. Someone else will manage it, who's actually managing time better than we are. So at the end of the day, we have time. How can we gain that time back? If we have time at work and we have time with our families, what can we do for our own time? Are we sleeping more than we need to actually be sleeping? Is sleep important? 100%. But if we're actually feeding ourselves the right foods and we're exercising, we don't need as much sleep. All right, so maybe a way for us to manage our time could actually be, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start exercising. Does that take time? Yes, it does, but it will also save you time. And I'm gonna actually start eating better, because then instead of needing 9 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep, personally myself, 6. 6 is really like awesome functionality, for me. And then I do like one night a week, for example, where I'll do like 7.5, something like that, as kind of like just a power charge, But other than that, it serves me extremely well, and that's how I've actually gotten time back for myself. Doing 6 hours, now I get an extra, say we need 8 hours of sleep per day, or some people sleep 8 hours a day. Now I get that 2 hours back to crush. And do I feel tired when I go to sleep at the end of the day? Yes, I do, but I feel like I'm thriving on 6, 100%. I'm not lacking at all. So how are we managing our time? How are we managing our time? Because if we're not managing our time, then it will be managed or taken from us. We have all the time in the world. All we have to do is take a look at it and then say, how are we using it? Are we using it for exactly what we desire in our lives? And that's going to lead to basically, at the end of the day, fulfillment. And I hope you got a ton out of that. There is. Take a look at our time. How can we actually get the time that we would desire back into our lives? Trev Bucherri here, Core Capacity Transformations. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible rest of your day.